Last time on Lawful Stupid.
We'll head in that direction towards the mustache man.
Is it possible for me to stick the sapphire-ish gem into the bracelet?
It doesn't pan out.
I just kind of put my hand out for her to hand me the bracelet.
You put this bracelet on through your innate ability to use magic items. You are able to pour yourself into the gem. You open your eyes to find an elven woman sitting next to you.
Hello there. I'm Osiris.
I am the Sapphire Dragon. The Grand Magus drained me of my powers. He was going to fix everything.
Where can we find any of your siblings?
You could see if you could find a temple or something, but we don't make it a habit of telling people. You wake up. You're able to get back to the portal. You guys go to the proprietor's canopy.
I'll talk to your sister. She sent us back to you.
We're looking for one of the places of powers, one of your siblings, so we can go there and get another ember to keep it safe from the magus. If you run in while we're out there, we give them the people's elbow from the top rope.
I suppose it's time for a family reunion. Yeah, and so the last thing the proprietor had said was, it's time for a family reunion. And he looks at the three of you and says, well, we're going to get everyone together. I will send out the message. I will send out some of my flock, as it were, my swarm, my pack, my brood, to go and gather the other dragons. Obviously, it seems like Sapphire will not be available. But it's we do need everyone. I think that's fair to say. Does everybody agree?
Yes, sir.
All concur?
Great. Yeah, so I think I'll send out those messages if you guys will go get Cassio.
So the thing about that is,
I'm not sure where he is. I think the Magus has him. I had him at one point. Then Time had him.
What do you know about Cassio?
He was a bracelet. Shows wherever the bracelet was. He does stuff with time. Mm-hmm. He does stuff with the time cradle. Mm-hmm. My time cradle's missing. I think the Grand Magus has it.
You know, this whole time travel thing, I genuinely hate it. It seems to be circular. Couldn't you just go back in time and get another cradle and break the time continuum? Yeah, I probably don't want to do that.
Darling's start trying to process it and looking about the room at various different voices, saying that's probably a bad idea.
No, I already tried it. It'll never work.
I spent a lot of Groundhog Days trying that, Grand Proprietor. He says, sure, well enough, but you smell like time travel.
Yep.
So,
I keep telling people this and they never listen to me, darling. You smell exactly like time travel.
I know. This is not like a scent I can get rid of.
Well, weren't you telling me you're some type of king or something, or you called yourself something fancy, time wizard or something?
Time Lord.
Oh,
1,000-year-old dragon.
Yeah. Thanks for getting the reference. If Cassio is my time boy, and you're my time girl, couldn't you just go get him back? Don't you have, like, powers to do that?
Yes, but I am considered quite a baby in the matters of all time.
Yeah, you three are definitely babies in general. You're very young. But my question more so is this. If we think about fonts of power and the like, Castiel just doesn't have many of those.
Well, if the Grand Magus has Cassio, is there any way you could use your tremendous power to point us in the direction of the Grand Magus? I'm telling you, I got this whole plan. It involves a secondary pee hole.
What?
And if you point me in that man's direction, I will rip him to shreds for you, sir.
There's questions there that I don't want the answers to, so I'm just going to leave that alone. I don't know where the Grand Magus is. If I did, I would squash him myself, the coward. He's hiding from me, I guarantee it.
Well, we know what he wants.
What does he want?
He wants your juice. He wants your embers. He wants your power.
But why? Do we know why?
That we don't necessarily know, but knowing what he wants does give us a lot of power. Like you said, we get a family reunion going, then he's only got Cassio. We got everything else. He's got to come to us. And who's going to be there waiting for him? Me, my sister, my uncle, and a bunch of scary fucking dragons.
You make a very compelling argument, Drake.
And then it's time for a second pee hole.
For the
More than that
Magus.
point, had me right up
Yeah,
to the right there.
I was
I
there.
wish you guys would get on board with the...
I was on the precipice,
How about I
was at
say,
the edge. I was about to
I'll
take the
rip
leap
him
and-
from tip to tip. Can I say
Ah,
that?
that's
Back
better.
in. Yep, that's good.
Yeah,
well,
I'm
Okay,
in. Yeah,
I'll
that's
rip him
good.
from tip to tip when he gets here.
Yes.
Which
Yes, I love it.
I'm just which one?
It's exactly the tips you think. It's the nose and the undernose.
Yeah. Well, of course, those are. Yeah, your undernose is,
Secondary
of course,
nose.
Yes.
Teep. Let's do.
I'm just
All right.
thinking. I'm just glad you didn't say tip to taint, but it's. I just.
That's young.
It's a font of power, right? So let's say he does have Cassio. What's the best way to communicate with him, right? Through one of his locations that could be channeled. I don't really know of somewhere that has like a strong connection to time.
Well, darling, can you be the font? Can you just or maybe we gotta find
slip into time?
or maybe if we find this world's Time Lord, then he'll know where to find Cassio. Or she, or they.
I mean, that would be the best bet, I guess.
We'll send a little time message.
Where did you... Have you always been a Time Lord?
No, I took over for the last one in our world.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
We went to the Time Temple.
Hold on. You went to the Time Temple.
You kind of did just say, yeah, if this world's got a time temple, that's probably what Cassio's font is. You're right.
Yeah, we went to a Time Temple.
You know, it's not important because I really just wanted to figure out how you turned into it, and it sounds like you did it at the Time Temple.
Yes. We went to the Time Temple, wandered through some hallways for a very long time, went and fought the Time Lord, got the Time Cradle. However, there was an explosion, things happened. I got sent back in time to hang out with my brothers, who didn't remember anything happening, so it feels like time did a weird one. We went and did stuff. I went back to the Time Temple, talked to the Time Lord, and he gave me the gig.
That makes sense. Well, I think everybody knows what they need to do from this point on, right? Everybody's good?
Yep, you're going to find out where the Time Temple is, and as soon as you tell us, we are on our way, ripping tip to tip.
Oh, no, I don't know where that is. But the Time Lord would, yeah?
Yeah, can you... So here's what I think, Donald. Here's what you do. You time travel real quick back to the first moment of this world, like the Big Bang.
Uh-huh.
And then you leave a message for the Time Lord there.
Uh-huh.
It says, like, hey, meet me now. Meet right here, right now. And then by the time when you get back, he'll just probably be here.
Time is a very particular thing, but sure, fine. I'll go try. Darlie's just gonna sit on the floor.
Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce. All 5 of her tails just fanned out. And she's just gonna, like, talk to her internal voices. See if she could figure out where a time temple in this world could be, or if time temples are all the one thing, or what's going on.
And you hear... So you sit down, and you focus. And I want you to do... We'll say a wisdom-based check that you're proficient in.
A wisdom-based check.
Yeah, so just roll wisdom, add your proficiency.
Okay.
I feel like wisdom would be the time travel stat.
How does a nat 20 sound?
Woo!
Sounds like you went wherever you want time.
Sounds pretty good. It sounds really good. So you sit down and you're processing this. And then next to you, you hear the familiar voice. He says, well, that's a wonderful idea you've got there. And you turn to see Bellamere, the image of Bellamere that you have. And he says, so you're gonna time travel backwards in time?
Backwards, forwards, a little in between. Yeah, like a little crack, you know?
Yeah, that. If anyone knows about cracks,
it'd be you.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty canon.
But I gotta know. What's your plan? You've got to know what your plan is.
That's the hard thing. I don't know what my plan is. I need to find Cassiel so that Cassiel can be here with us instead of probably with the Grand Magus. So I need the time cradle.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've got it. I've got an idea. Can you just open your mouth?
She'll just go, ah.
All right, take your headphones off. Everybody but Avon. And so, Bellamere basically...
She takes her headphones off. He describes to us how her head explodes.
Yeah, exactly. So this image of Atlas or Bellamere just like pours in through your mouth, and you I mean, you know, this is like an illusion. Essentially, it's a figment of your brain is trying to like tell you something, and it kind of rumbles around. Your head almost kind of feels painful, and then like steam comes out of your ears almost, and forming next to you is an older man in a robe, a little disheveled. He said, "Oh, darling, isn't power funny? It's all where you need it to be. And he like taps on your head, on your forehead.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to remember, dear.
There are so many memories to sift through, Findle.
Oh, dear, but it's the most important ones. You have to remember that being a Time Lord is pretty darn cool, honestly. I mean, you have your own time temple, dear.
I suppose it's mine, yes. Would I be able to form it anywhere? Because
But you could go to it.
I could go to it. Just walk
Yes.
there.
Well, I mean, you have to go there specifically, not... You gotta look over your shoulder and walk backwards, and then you can't plan to get there, and apparently my lights are gonna turn off because it's 10 o'clock. And of course you've got to say it in Elvish. It's... You can just go back.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we'll do this silly song and dance to get there.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I've done my work here. By the way, let me see those teeth.
She'll
And then
grin.
he vanishes.
Gonna point to my headphones cause Dwayne's in the dark in the video. Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, so you find yourself sitting there. What do you do?
I think Darling kind of gets a stupid little grin, because showing pearly whites is fine, and she'll stand up. She's like, okay, we just need to do a little song and a dance.
Oh my
Well,
god.
we need to do one.
No.
Well, if you
literally
want
a
to
song
come
and
with
dance?
me,
Oh, yeah, I'd love to. What's the song? What's the dance?
well, you just follow my lead, and here we go.
And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah, describe the dance that Darling is making, or showing the brothers.
Have you ever
sorry,
seen
brother
the
and uncle.
12? I want to imagine the 12 Dancing Princesses movie, but it's fine. It's kind
I
of like
don't
in
know
a
that
circle.
one, so just describe it.
Unfortunately, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's basically kind of like in a circle. There's 12 different points she'll go through, almost kind of like ballet-esque. And she'll
I
just be
love
like,
that because
Mhm.
there's 12 hours on a clock.
Mm.
And she'll start from 12 to 11, going the opposite direction. She's like, you have to follow my footsteps, and then we'll be good to go. And like as she does it, I bet there's like a magic circle that kind of appears under her feet, Dwayne.
Yes, so you guys do the magical time temple travel fucking conga line, and after you do that a couple times, it builds this circle of time. And you guys are
We call them clocks, Dwayne.
you guys
Got him!
I don't laugh at you, Dwayne. I laugh part one is because Zebra said a lot of Osiris just twerking around. And then coupled with the clock comment.
yeah, the clock comment was good.
So, carry on.
So you guys this clock portal now materializes, and you guys there's a flash and you're gone. And then the three of you find yourself in the heart of the Temple of Time, the Time Temple, where you found the cradle originally.
I wasn't here for that, but that worked out swimming.
I mean, there's no cradle there, but you're back in that altar place.
Well, darling, as they have never been here, she'll gesture out towards the place.
That's
So,
true.
like, this is my temple.
Oh, it's a lovely place you have here. I like it very much. Who's got the Cassiel rock?
Pretty sure Dwayne said that I didn't have the rock anymore. It was just the bracelet without the rock.
It's true.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
if you
no
remember,
rock.
Cassio
All
was
right, well,
put into the cradle.
Hmm.
So we're at his place of power, but we ain't got nothing to suck up his ember.
Well, this is time, so I just need to find a time where he was here instead of when he wasn't.
Well, that sounds great. Crisscross applesauce.
Well, let's go this way.
Oh no! All right.
Now, if we move, it makes better sense for your brain rather than.
Okay. That's all you got to say. I got a very special brain, and if it makes sense.
All right, so you're in this altar room of time. What do you want to do?
Wander around. I don't know, time slip, find little, I don't know, hallways that might be to a different time era. I'm just as new as you are, Dwayne.
Okay, yeah. So you wander around while you're doing that. We'll feed back to you. What are you two doing, Osiris and Drake, in the middle of this time temple while she's wandering around? Like, I assume leaving the room to wander the temple a little bit.
I'm gonna taste the wall. Just give a little lick there. What's that taste like?
When you taste it, you get the sensation as if you know the old buzzer pins where you press the pin clicker and it vibrate your hand.
Yeah,
That's the feeling you get when you lick the wall.
that's pretty cool, actually. Doesn't like hurt, right? It's just kind of like a
No, it's
sensory-
weird. It's weird as
Okay.
fuck. Like it's a weird vibration sensation on your tongue.
I kind of like bring it in, like, quite strange. Wouldn't do that again.
I'm going to be picking up the loose folds of Warp's scales and then like kind of putting them behind him with clothespins so that he looks svelte.
And this has been the episode on how we get into how Drake started his own Dragon Nip Tuck show, and how you can just like really enhance the scales.
I'm just
if you
saying,
do a little nip
Sapphire
and a
looks
tuck.
like she could get some work done. She looks like she's
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
rough.
Yeah, she's looking pretty rough. Okay, yeah. So you're doing Gorp's scales. You're licking the wall. Darling, you explore the temple. And through no fault of your own, it does take you time to learn how the temple works. You being the lord of it all, and you kind of realize that the temple kind of molds to you. So as you're thinking about sad memories, those start to kind of play on the walls of yours. As you start thinking about Cassiel, you start seeing memories of conversations you guys had on the walls, and like dipping him in soup. Good job, Shane.
Excellent.
And
I'm
but then you start to
montage
see.
over here.
You also see memories that you've never had with Cassiel, or at least you don't remember them, right? And this kind of continues. And what is it that you're looking for, right? Like, what is she yearning for?
I think she's looking for his company and trying to find, like, I don't know, like, you know, when you're looking around the house for your significant other and you're just like, I'm going to go find their room because that's where I know they're going to be and this is always going to be their spot. So I think in her future memories, past memories, present memories, or wherever, I feel like she wants to walk to that space because he'll be there. that kind of vibe.
Okay, perfect. So you do that, right? You think of Cassiel's familiarity, really, right? And you're walking through the walls or whatever, through the hallways, and then there's a door that you've never seen to a room you've never been in.
I am the master of my own temple. Can I make a straight ass hallway for my uncle and my brother to like come right to where I am?
Yes, but I require that Drake and Osiris have to walk down the stairs the entire time to get there, and it doesn't make any sense to them.
Yes.
But yeah, absolutely.
She snaps her fingers. Found it! And echoes throughout
and the
hallways
longest staircase just fucking forms in a hallway for you guys to see your sister.
Hell yeah.
So it's like a good 6 flight of stairs that you guys have to go down to get to the door that she was at.
You
I
have
imagine
to
Gork
walk
just
down
rolls.
backwards, though.
I surf down on Gork.
Backwards!
I surf backwards on Gork.
Strange, and I'll walk
You do
backwards.
like a flip on the way down. Oh, backwards? Okay.
I do.
Slip.
I kick flip Gork.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are all in front of this door.
We'll open the door.
Yeah, and when you open the door, it looks familiar. It's green, a lot of green, almost like the world was cascaded in it, right? And before you are 3 pedestals, and floating above each no, I'm just kidding. Before you is 3 pedestals,
Oh gosh.
and
man.
on each pedestal there are these like, it's darker green because it's like just darker color, but it's all laced in green. There's 3 pillows. There's a little bitty pillow, like I say little bitty, like I don't know, 3 by 3. There's a 3 by 3 inch, to be clear, not feet. A small pillow, and then on the left pillow there's a gem. On the middle pedestal and pillow, it's empty, and on the right there's a pedestal with a gem.
And pick up the left pillow gem.
And you do. You pick it up, and it feels familiar, but almost like a stranger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it feels like a Cassiel that you don't know.
She'll squint at it.
Yeah, it
Well-
looks identical to the rock, the gem that you had on your bracelet. If anything, it's really pristine. There's no wear and tear on it. There's no signs of weathering. There's no cracks, no scratches, no scuffs.
Go put that one down and get the right one.
Yeah, you pick up the right one. And this feels really familiar. But it almost feels like someone you used to know.
She'll look back to the other 2. It's like, well, these are both him, but this one is the future, I think, and that one is the past. Different essences of time.
Can you take them both? What would be the value of one over the other?
Maybe you ought to put them in your bracelet there. Maybe future Cassiel's got secrets he can tell us. Maybe he knows what the Grand Magus was.
Where he's where he's at, where he's going, what he did, where are we? Where are we? Oh, where are we? Well, I don't know.
I suppose we'll say hello there first.
I have
Put
done you a
in.
disservice. These
Oh.
gems are empty.
Oh,
There's no spark inside them.
so it feels familiar in the sense of like they look
That's the
right.
gem. That's your and there's like there. This is an empty container that his spirit was in. Like that's not lost on you. You can feel that connection.
Mhm.
He's just not in there.
Yeah, nope, it's not gonna work. It's like this is his home, but no one's there.
Why don't you take the past one and the future one, time magic them, and see if you can beep, 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 either fill them full of juice or maybe find out where the present one is.
Well, there is a balance in that, I suppose. They're just gonna go pick up both and hold both rocks. Alright, now I have two.
Yeah, you're holding both of them in separate hands.
Yep.
Okay. And what do you want to do?
We should dip them in soup.
Maybe. You've got 2 points of time for one object. Can you like triangulate and see where they meet in the middle?
Yeah, I could try. Darling, we'll try to do this.
Because we don't have Gus here. We're soupless. We're lost.
No one can make soup as good as Gus.
Roll me a wisdom check with proficiency.
$13.
You focus your essence, the very time that rolls through your body. You don't necessarily understand it all, but you can feel it, right? It's kind of like knowing how to ride a bike, but not being able to teach somebody how to do it. And so this is almost mechanical, and it's a muscle memory of sort. You start to infuse these, and they start pulling towards each other, almost like they're magnetically like trying to attach each other.
Oh, they kiss.
You let them go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you do that, there's an explosion of light, sound, and time. I need all of you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Every RPG player knows that the scariest final boss isn't Tiamat, Vecna, or Orcus. Why? It's none other than scheduling a game, that foul beast. It's no one's fault they can't make it, Tim. So how do we get a game together that is exciting, fresh, and worth exploring? The answer is plainly Roleplay Revolution. Roleplay Revolution allows you to generate ready-to-run adventures in minutes. It comes complete with NPCs, monsters, maps, and more. What a hoot! Your adventures can be highly complex for even the most intelligent, or as simple as you require. Isn't that right, Timmy? Roleplay Revolution has powerful tools that let you tweak your adventure after initial creation, so don't worry about all those last-minute great ideas that you come up with. You start by just throwing out some of your favorite themes, movies, games, etc., just to get the juices flowing a bit. Want to mix high fantasy with your favorite RPG title? Well, go crazy. A mustachioed plumbing brothers and steampunk? You got it. Your imagination is the limitation. Roleplay Revolution allows you to create the game you'd love to run, but just don't have the time to write. To spice it up even more, let's assume that Tim and your other quote-unquote friends are indisposed for a long period of time. Never fear. Roleplay Revolution has an AI-powered DM named Oracle. That's nice. That will never leave and keep its time commitments. Oracle will run the adventures you generate for you. You can run the adventures solo with Oracle, or have a GM for you and your friends. It's free to try, but we, Lawful Stupid, hope you'll hear this and go for the annual subscription. If you purchase the annual subscription and use the code LawfulStupid at checkout, you'll get a whopping 20% off the total price. Head on over to roleplayrev.com and let the games begin.
$15 for Drake.
Okay.
13 for Darling.
Excellent.
7 for Osiris.
23 for Bork.
I was gonna fucking 1,000-year drag. No, it's good.
I already got rid of his wrinkles.
Osiris, roll me a 1d6.
Six. It's a 1.
Yeah, you get up. You don't really notice anything.
I wouldn't notice if I aged a year either.
Or 10.
I mean, 10. You probably notice a decade.
You probably noticed, didn't you?
Yeah.
You probably noticed
he's
a
human.
decade.
I wouldn't. Elf.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, and so now this gym, it's not just two stuck together anymore. It almost seems, it's like they've fused, and the gym doesn't look like his gym anymore. But it still feels familiar. And the three of you hear Cassio's voice. And you see this like almost like after image of him walking around this like room and this room, and it's almost like there's stuff here that you don't see, but you see the image of Cassiel and he's going, I don't have much time. I've got to set up a way for us to come back. I've tried. It doesn't seem... The elements... What about the doors? The doors! And you see him run out of the room.
Follow.
Do all of you follow?
Yes.
Cool. So you guys, he is running, like full on, not sprinting, but it's not like a jog. He's trying to hurry to get there, and you guys are kind of going through these hallways and these tunnels, and it should be noted that like you will be going down a hallway, and he will just like run through a wall and just vanish, but you guys follow the hallway and come back around, and he's in front of you. Almost like he took a different path to get where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
And you come up on this doorway, and there's this door that essentially has what can only be described as essentially an hourglass, but it's very crude on the door. And he looks around and he says, well, this has got to work. And he turns the door, and you can see he's struggling to push the door open. It seems heavier than it should be. And when you walk in, there's a door there that does look familiar. It's the inverted view. Darling, it would be the inverted view of this world's door. So like the mosaic the mosaic painting, watercolor, or not, stained glass painting that's on it, it's like reverse, right? Because you're looking out it. Or you're looking at the other side of it.
They would know it. Darling took them through it.
Yeah, they would know that too, but you're more familiar with it from traveling. That you would recognize it almost immediately.
Is the after image of Castiel pushing or pulling?
He was pushing the hourglass door open. He's currently standing in front of the door, like with some distance, kind of mumbling to himself.
The inverted world door that we see is different from the hourglass door.
Yes.
Got it.
The hourglass door was the barrier between this door and the time temple.
What are you doing, Castiel? Should we just open the door? Little peek, see?
And you see Castiel like mumbling, and he's like rifling through his like satchel, and he pulls out a gem. He pulls out his gem, and he says, "This has got to work." And he opens the door, and he walks into the corridors and shuts the door behind him.
Aw, man, through more doors. I don't know where he'll put it. Come on. See if it keeps going. She'll try to, I guess, open the stained glass door.
You do. You open it with ease, and on the other side, you can see the familiar room of doors, this hallway of doors, this corridors, if you will.
Corridors.
Corridors.
The corridors.
You step through.
Yes.
Yes.
Gots to.
The three of you step through, and this gem, this newly formed gem that you're now holding, it starts to buzz, like at a low volume, almost like it's shaking, like very slightly. It feels like it's vibrating almost. And there's no Castiel for you to see.
Can we play the lead around the room and see where it buzzes the most game?
Yes.
I think you gotta wait for it to buzz 3 times, and that means you caught him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you just wait for it to buzz, like buzz, 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 because then you know your table's ready.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. No, you do. You play hot and cold. As you move to the right, it buzzes a little less. So you move to the left. And do me a favor and just roll an investigation check to see how long it takes.
I'm going to hand this off to somebody else if I just can't play this game very well.
Well,
That'll
you
be
wouldn't
a
know
2.
how long it's going to take. Yeah. You wouldn't know how long it's going to take. You can't do that.
Yeah. No. I get it.
It feels like it takes longer than it should, but you're not sure whether that was an hour or 4, especially in the corridors. But as you do, fucking chat. As you do, it's basically humming with like, darling, you would understand it's anticipation. And you three find yourself standing in front of the door to Goron. And you would know this by the mosaic of the story. You could see the images. There's Findle, Bellemare. I mean, the tapestry of its world is painted here. And this gem, it's basically beside itself.
Well, this is where we need to go again, I guess, back home. I cannot tell you how much time has gone by, or if we're in the past. But I'll figure it out, and I can bring us back to where we need to be for your futures. Ready?
I'd follow you anywhere.
So as you approach this door to open it, as you get closer, the gem, there's like this green tendril that comes off of this story, this legend, and it starts kind of winding in the air, almost like smoke tendrils towards the gem, and it's almost like it's looking to make a connection to the gem.
Put the rock against the door.
So you step forward and you put the gem against the mosaic of the world, the glass, right? And both slowly and instantly, you guys watch as you look at this door, and it has the stained glass imagery. This art. It's simplistic, but it's complicated, and it's the story of Goron. You can see the arcane wars. You can see the guardians of Goron and the strife and the struggle. You can even see Aya atop a mountain of corpses, and then you see as this world is gone, and how it will be and how it won't be, and you watch as all of the color drains from that mosaic depiction of Goron's history and pours itself into this gem. And the gem starts to glow a dark emerald green. And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Man, Gus was in there. You fuckers.
Yep. Nope, we'll fix it. It's fine.
It's fine.
The time cradle's supposed to fix everything. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so Shane.
You know, they'd be out there building worlds, man, and I want to be
also
a part
some
of it.
taking them
people.
away. It would be
some
some people
people.
destroyed them.
And that's not what we're talking about right now, because this is Roll for Humanity, and we're only about building worlds. And we're going to be rolling for world builders, and we hope that you will join us in doing so as well. They are a worthy cause, and we rolled another 18.
Yeah.
Hooray!
That's awesome.
18's up in here. Join us, coward.
Another time.
Right, so now it is my eldritch honor and duty to ask you, would you rather
Oh, I'm good at this.
would you rather your skin constantly feel itchy, or would you rather your skin constantly feel unhealthily dry?
Oof, two bad choices.
I mean, when your skin is dry, doesn't it feel itchy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like pain. It's a different pain.
The different itch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof,
That's the tough one.
it is.
Well, they're not
I mean,
supposed
give
to be
me dry,
easy.
I guess.
Shane's good at these, so I mean.
That's why I came with my answer first. Give me dry.
Yep.
I
Yeah, I'm with
feel
you,
like-
Zebra. I would tear my skin open. Scratching, I know it. I'd have to go dry.
I feel like I'll go with
I go
the
dry.
itch.
Yeah.
I don't want the dry because then I have to like keep putting lotion on all the time.
I mean, just
It
slather
dries me.
lotion.
No, it's a texture thing. I don't like the feel of lotion. It's gross.
I don't either. I think I would just be dealing with dry skin. Straight up.
Crack. Oh,
don't
yeah,
like-
and dry skin cracks and bleeds too. Don't forget about that.
Okay, so we're talking about be so itchy you rip your skin off, or your skin be so dry it cracks and falls off. Okay, Dwayne, I guess I'll pick.
Yeah, no, it's a
toughie.
bad would you rather, but it's pick the worst of two or the better of the two.
Yeah, I guess I'll go for dry.
It's like how it's like every time we vote in America, you're just picking for the lesser evil.
Choose the way that you don't have skin anymore.
It sounds awful.
I do that. Skinless in Seattle. Never see it.
I got no skin in the game.
That is the name of your sex tape.
Gross.
We love, as we always say,
We love you.
we love
We
you.
Love you. Goodbye.
Love your skin.
Bye.
Love that
Lotion on.
tasty skin.
Oh, Ginge, get me the audio clip. You know which one I want. Love you. Bye.